Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Virgo for the year 2021, next year, the year of the bull. I hope everybody is doing well. As you know, this is a general reading. There will be some parts that do not resonate. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards. And this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Virgo. In the past position, we have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Swords. In the obstacle position, we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Ten of Wands. In the advice from Spirit position, we have the Four of Swords clarified by the Seven of Wands. In the first part of 2021 position, we have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords. And in the second part of 2021, we've got the Moon clarified by the Two of Wands. So in the past position, we do have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of hard work and dedication and being committed to something. Unfortunately, it is clarified by the Six of Swords, which is a card of departure, moving away from conflict to calmer, drama-free environment or relationship. And so in the combination, the Seven of Pentacles suggests that as a result of Six of Swords, you may have invested quite a bit of time into something. It could be a project, it could be a relationship, something that really kind of meant a lot to you, and decided ultimately to leave for a better shore, which of course definitely taught you a lot of, it gave you a lot of experience from which you continue to benefit today. Now, in the obstacle position, we have the Ace of Swords, which is a significant card to have in the obstacle position because it's a card of suggesting you may not have clarity, suggesting that there may be people throughout 2021 that you have to be wary of because there's deception that may be around you. There's definitely someone that may be not saying very nice things about you. So it's really important not to listen to other people's opinions. When you have the Ace of Swords in the obstacle position, it does suggest that perhaps you attribute too much value to someone else's opinions, to someone else's words. Instead, you should kind of have only listen to your own voice, develop your intuition, and develop your inner voice, which really takes a lot of effort. The person has to really be strong in order to hear their own voice. You really have to know things that you're good at, things that you're not so good at. You really have to, as the philosopher says, know thyself in order to be as strong, so only to listen to your own voice. The Ace of Swords is a very poignant omen from the divine. Now, we do, in the clarifying position, we do have the Ten of Wands, which suggests that there may be a pattern of behavior where you are not kind of completing tasks or not seeing something through to the end. Perhaps holding people to what they say, if you will. But the Ten of Wands generally suggests that you may feel a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety that is kind of overwhelming and kind of stops you from, being your motivated self and kind of coping with everything that comes your way and still coming out ahead. It's interesting that in the advice from Spirit position, we have the Four of Swords, which of course suggests that you need to take a break from perhaps work or perhaps a relationship that has been causing low vibration sort of feelings. But definitely the Four of Swords is all about kind of healing and stepping back a little bit so you can get reset and reorganized. Now, the Seven of Wands is also a card that kind of echoes the listening to your inner voice in order to be, strong and grounded and be able to kind of counter the opinions of others that may not have any sort of purpose. It's interesting that in the first part of 2021, we've got the Queen of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords. Very difficult combination, very difficult energy. The Queen of Swords is is known to be an ice queen. She's very direct, she's very independent, she's very intelligent, she's a master of her emotions, and of course she communicates with a sword, which is not, the most pleasant tool to communicate with. She's known to bring clarity and help with decisions, but unfortunately she's not very lucky in love. She's not for love, the best card would be, for example, the Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Swords is usually, especially in the combination with Three of Swords, it means that there will be a difficult start to the year and difficult 6 months, first 6 months of 2021, where you may find yourself spending a lot of time sort of analyzing things or analyzing relationships or analyzing situations, but kind of spending too much time in your head and not enough time in your heart. Definitely the best state of being is to have your mind aligned with your heart and your spirit. When all those three elements are aligned, then you are at your happiest and most fulfilled state. But of course, the Queen of Swords in the combination with the Three of Swords is very difficult energy that brings around anxiety and worry, and kind of that difficult analytical, overthinking things a little bit too much. The good thing is that in the future outcome position in the second part of 2021, we have the Moon clarified by the Two of Wands. The Moon is a card that brings the unknown. A moon usually puts us in a situation or a relationship that we've never really encountered before, and as a result, the unknown carries a lot of good surprises with itself. And even though it does kind of have secrets and illusions, and sometimes things don't appear as real, but the unknown does bring something new and something interesting into our lives that kind of help us adapt and help us change perspective, helps us kind of really see things in a new light. And of course, the Two of Wands is a card of opportunity. This person is literally has the world in his hands. It could be that you are thinking about traveling, thinking about changing things in your life in order to kind of get rid of things that no longer serve you and keep the things that do serve you. Let's see what we can clarify with the three energy oracle cards that I pulled. And we have third chakra Archangel Camuel, seventh chakra Archangel Uriel, and indecision. The third chakra Archangel Camuel is all about emotions of desire and life force energy. The powerful Archangel Camuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. So what is it that you want? And personal energy relates to what state of being are you in? Are you happy? Are you perhaps struggling with something? So those have to be reconciled in order for you to kind of progress. When this card appears, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward the completion of what you want. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. And of course, the beautiful seventh chakra Archangel Uriel is all about spiritual connections, intuition, which also relates to the moon, and inspiration. The beautiful angel Uriel is also called the fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your seventh energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness. So allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. It's very rare fire that the divine sends to angels, because the divine knows that in 2021 you will need all the help you can get. There will be times when you will feel tested, but when you do feel tested, it is the divine's way of kind of giving you more power and more responsibility and more information, which definitely helps kind of leveling up, if you will. Now, the indecision card is a bit of a warning from the divine, suggesting that you need to kind of make a choice and go with it, because if you get stuck and you know, spend too much analyzing and, you know, self-doubting, you know, those things keep you stuck and waste precious life force energy. So the divine here reminds you that you want to keep moving forward, if you will. Let's see what answers from angels I pulled, and they are: within the next few weeks, no and compromise. So definitely there is conflicting energy. There is a little bit of difficult energy. Yes, you will be making progress within the next few weeks, but then it seems like you will be hitting a little bit of a stagnation period. And it looks like you will have to compromise in order to resolve a conflict to the best of your interests, in order, you know, preserve some things as well. But compromise is a card usually suggesting that you want to make sure that you listen to other people's point of view as well. Let's see what mystical wisdom cards I pulled, and they are: we have Archangel Raphael, money, find a way to abundance, and good fortune. Definitely really powerful cards. This Archangel Raphael is the third angel that is being sent to you by the divine. Definitely when you have three angels in a reading, it does suggest that you will need divine help in order to pass through testing, which of course then kind of makes you go through an experience of growth, and growth allows you to level up and acquire more wisdom, acquire more knowledge, be able, you know, to kind of see a different side to things as well. But definitely remember that the mind, the heart, and the soul all have to be aligned in order for you to kind of progress in the right direction and get closer to your dreams. Definitely there's going to be some good fortune in 2021, so do make sure you keep your eyes open for that and do follow your intuition. And remember that the abundance that you're trying to manifest is also trying to manifest you. So it's really important to meditate. It's really important to do little rituals, especially around new moon dates. If you enjoyed this reading, Virgo, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I will see you next time.